Celebrating its 53rd birthday with $53 airfares, passengers who book by end of day Thursday can get $53 one-way tickets to Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and select international destinations. That news comes at a time when a number of major airlines are facing off against the Department of Transportation over forced disclosure of certain fees. With more on some of the rights that you should know as a traveler this summer travel season, we are joined by former prosecutor Mary David. Always good to have you. You are a wealth of legal information for us. Before we get to these rights, explain this lawsuit briefly, which is interesting because Southwest is not part of this lawsuit against the DOJ.
Southwest is not part of this lawsuit because they were hit with a penalty from the Department of Transportation that was 30 times higher than any penalty that the Department of Transportation has issued as part of a civil suit that was filed against Southwest. So it makes sense that they are just kind of laying low on this one.
I see. And did this stem from the debacle of over Christmas time, almost, what, 2 years ago or a year ago?
That was what the Southwest lawsuit is about.
Okay.
And this really comes down to, again, looking at the role of government in the market economy and whether or not that is violating consumer rights.
Okay, so if you are traveling this summer and your flight gets canceled, delayed, or significantly changed, are you due a refund from the airline?
You are for refundable tickets that have been issued. If your flight was significantly delayed, if you had any sort of other services that were offered that weren't provided to you, you can get a refund for those.
And if you advocate, though, don't take the voucher, because that's often the offer from the airline, and you say to do the refund instead. Why?
This is the real story, Marla, because airlines do not tell you that they don't have to report to their shareholders when they give out travel vouchers. They can just give those out. But if you ask for a refund, they do have to report that. And so shareholders become aware, in which case then they look into it and they want to know what the airline is doing.
Okay, so they try and sneak one underneath you and say, because we don't want to have to speak to anybody, we don't have to report to anyone, essentially.
Exactly, and that's why it is so important that you are able to know what your rights are, even when it comes to those in-flight entertainment, in-flight Wi-Fi. If you have checked bags that are significantly delayed, you can actually get reimbursement up to $3,800 from the airline for waiting for those things as long as you file a report.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you make it sound really easy. And is it that easy, though? Because that's something to consider. If you paid for the Wi-Fi, if you paid for check bags, all of that, and you're not provided that service, what do you do?
Well, that's why you want to go ahead and contact the airline, which can be very difficult. Sometimes it helps if you call a number listed internationally, because all of those customer service agents also are bilingual. But it's very important that you do follow up with them, because you do have rights and you are entitled to refunds for those things.
And you said almost up to $4,000 on your checked bags.
On your checked bags. So those Louboutins, that designer dress that you are waiting for, you can definitely get something back for that, as long as you can ensure that you show reasonable, actual, and verifiable costs. So save those receipts in all your documentation.
Okay, my luggage is from Ross, so it's not Louboutin, but that would be nice. Mary David, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure to be with you.
Appreciate you. All right,